to
seasonal depression. Why do you have it so low? Let's put it up on the candles.
disorder.
Let's put it up here. You always have it low because you don't have a double chin.
Look, I just fixed it. No, it's
No, I was
down.
sucking it in.
And we have a picture.
You don't know how to do pictures, man. Come on, man. Come on.
For you here. So, causes of the seasonal affective disorder.
Your
We're going to talk about this because some things I did see during my research, but some I didn't. I didn't understand the altered circadian rhythm or the overproduction of melatonin during the season changes. I did see the vitamin D deficiency and reduced serotonin.
Overproduction of melatonin is when you sleep too much. The seasonal depression is because it gets dark earlier. I'm not a doctor. This is just what I'm thinking. It's a big difference than clinical depression, which is, there's another depression. Manic depression. So they're all a little bit different. Seasonal depression, thank God, doesn't last for a long time. So you can think about that.
But doctors do like to hop on it pretty quickly during that short period of time because they will prescribe you Zoloft, boom,
Xanax, Latuda,
Prozac, in your face.
Wellbutrin.
Crooked doctors will provide Zoloft and Prozac, and we're going to look at that. Those are SSRIs, and the other drug,
and they
Bupirin.
You made me in the corner. They can't see my penis finger. I'm showing them. Let me tell you, with the drugs that you will take, it's going to have to outweigh the good, the bad, whatever. You need to outweigh it because you won't be able to have a good sex drive. Nobody I know can.
All right. What is SAD?
Me?
It's estimated that seasonal depressive disorder, that millions of Americans experience SAD, although many may not know they have this common disorder. In most cases, SAD begins in young adulthood.
What?
Were you going to say something?
I was going to try to whisper it. Remember when you said this wasn't real?
Yeah, and this may not be real either.
No, what? Seasonal depression is so real.
If you believe in it.
You woke my... I mean, I've been woken up by you crying like 3 times since the change of the season.
Yeah, but that's not seasonal depressive disorder. That happens year-round.
That is called the seasonal depression.
Winter pattern SAD also occurs more often than summer pattern SAD. Therefore, SAD is more common in people living farther north where there are shorter daylight hours in the winter. For example, people in Alaska and New England are more likely to develop SAD than Texas or Florida.
Let's dive in on can SAD be prevented?
Can it be prevented?
Can it be prevented?
Well, let's see how it's treated.
Okay.
Because it's not necessarily in this order. This is what they like to put it in. Treatments are available to help people with SAD. They fall into 4 main categories that can be used alone or in combination. Light therapy, psychotherapy.
Cognitive therapy is really a big thing.
Antidepressant medication.
That's what our priest was saying that he did.
SSRI or vitamin D.
Vitamin D is very good. I need to pick up my prescription.
Not necessarily in this order. So light therapy and vitamin D are treatments for winter pattern SAD, whereas psychotherapy and antidepressants are used to treat depression in general, including winter, summer pattern SAD. There are no treatments specific to summer pattern SAD.
Oh, goodness. Can this be passed down to my unborn child?
Very well.
Very well, he says. That's fair. That is fair. Are we still in the same thing? Because you jumped ahead, present.
Well, we're going to get into that later.
Okay.
Because there was one main drug that I found when I looked up how to treat seasonal depression.
Well, I hope it's not lithium because I am going to be a mother against lithium from now on.
Seasonal affective disorder.
And yep.
So antidepressant medications used to treat depression can be effective for SAD. When used alone or in combination with talk therapy, antidepressants work by changing how the brain produces or uses certain chemicals involved in mood or stress. People say talk therapy doesn't work for mental illness.
Oh, that's a lie. If you can talk it out and you have somebody that just pretends to listen, that gives you gratification, makes you feel importance, and gives you some sort of reason to be, Or I tell you what's better than this, though. If you have somebody that just devalues what you say and is like, shut up, you talk too much, you're better off than to be by yourself and talk to yourself. Because you need 7, that a girls to make up for 1 backlash.
That's just what one of the doctors said.
I think 3 of them have said that.
So
to us,
we want to look into this because it's not adding up, if I may.
Okay.
So antidepressants take time, usually 4 to 8 weeks to work, right?
Yeah, unless you're on that instant benzo.
Problems with sleep, appetite, concentration often improve before mood lifts. It is important to give a medication a chance to work before deciding whether it is right for you. You may need to try several medications to find the one that works best for you. So if it takes about 4 to 8 weeks, right?
Sucks.
Let's talk about seasonal depression. Let's say October 1st to, January 1st.
Well, the daylight saving doesn't really come in until like the middle to end of October, right? We'll say by end of October.
So you won't even be feeling anything going into January.
I think seasonal depression, they probably would prescribe something a little bit different, right? We don't really know how long seasonal depression works, Taylor, so this is probably going to get vetoed.
Well, the drugs take 4 to 8 weeks.
Right, but seasonal depression, we're thinking means during the seasons that we're in right now. Whatever we're depressed, that's the seasonal depression. It could mean something totally different. Maybe you should have went to that first.
Vitamin D can also work with light therapy because many people with winter pattern SAD have vitamin D deficiency because they're inside more, they're not going outside, the sun goes down earlier.
And then you look pasty.
Yes.
Look at us. Don't adjust your screen. We're really this way. iPhone 15 on us. Shut up. Click on that.
No, that's a virus.
Click on that.
Don't pay attention to that. Bupropion. Bupropion.
That, you know what that means? That's Wellbutrin.
Bupropion.
Wellbutrin.
Now, researching this was the only antidepressant I found that was used for...
They use this for everything. You know what? There's a methamphetamine, crystal meth addiction really bad where we are. Do you know what they give these people? Wellbutrin. True story.
I don't know. Is that like a funny drug?
I don't know if it's funny to them, but I mean, it's like, oh wow, you just, you're dead. Like your soul is black and you have nothing to live for. And they're like, here, take a Wellbutrin. You remember what the pastor was talking about?
Yeah.
Once you try it once, it's the devil. Well, that's how they cure it. They'll give you a Wellbutrin.
Or metformin.
No, that's not. That's for diabetes, you idiot.
It ain't good. So antidepressant called Bupropion is an extended release form designed to last longer in the body. For many people, Bupropion can prevent the reoccurrence of seasonal depressive episodes when taken daily from the fall through early spring.
Give me my Wellbutrin out the thing right there, the junk drawer. I want to make sure I'm telling them right. Hand me my Wellbutrin out that junk drawer, boy, please. You're closer. You're right there.
Read about the SSRI.
All right, I got you. SSRI. That's I can just do this by memory. Serotonin inhibitor. It'll say it on the bottle. Just keep looking. It's only got a couple small white pills. Serotonin inhibitor. Now, that is...
Flexitin and sertraline. Sertraline, or SSRI is used.
Yeah, look, bupropion. Look. That's it. That's it right there.
Yep.
I am a
XL.
Hi, my name's Amanda, and I suffer from seasonal depression. So what's the A stand? What's the A stand for?
XL stands for extra large.
No, the SAD.
Oh, seasonal affective disorder.
Affective. Okay.
Bupropion, it can treat depression and help people quit smoking. It can also prevent depression caused by seasonal affective disorder. Now, I wanted to get into the SSRIs and see if you're familiar with any of these, because I know you are. These are fancy names, but you know what they are.
Probably. I'll tell you the truth.
So used to treat also with the SSRIs. Let's just click on this Flexitin real quick.
Oh, that's Prozac. I wish I could get in a game show
relate.
Prozac is for also hair loss victims. Dude, oh my God, I never thought about that. I can take Prozac.
Flexitin is an antidepressant and belongs to a group of medicines known as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs.
Reuptake. And
if we go down here, common brands: Prozac, Weekly, Serafrim, Prozac. Boom.
I am familiar. After the birth of you, I got back on my Prozac. They did not want me to take Prozac while I was pregnant. Maybe some things have changed, but that's something to consider if you are wanting a baby.
We're going to go right here. So, how do you pronounce this? Sertraline? Sertraline?
Oh, sertraline. I believe that's Celexa, right?
Zoloft.
Oh, okay.
So SSRI, it can be treat depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, PTSD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder.
I'm that.
Social anxiety, panic disorder.
Zoloft. I need to get on some Zoloft. Have you had that?
Prozac.
I've had them all, but I can't tell you the difference because I just can't. I mean, I usually feel about the same with them.
So you're telling me they're prescribing this stuff
and they don't work
at the beginning of October, let's say.
Yeah.
It takes 4 to 8 weeks to kick in. Do you think these people are getting off of it at the end of January when it starts to get warmer again?
I don't think that they're going to take it for a whole 4 to 6 weeks. In my experience.
Well, it's not going to work then.
It's not going to work either way, in my experience. See, I think I'm kind of different because I'm one of them that the medicine didn't work. That's why they want to do the on the brain. And then the other, I'm one of them.
I thought that was because of the incidents.
Well, yes, but the insurance will approve it if I've had all of them. I've taken all of them. And they can see that. Boom, they check. She's had all these. Check. She's still crazy. Check. And then the insurance will pay for all of that.
So Bupropion, the only antidepressant I found used for SAD.
I tell you what, it's made me not want to smoke cigarettes as much. It has done that. I want to say it's maybe given me more of a bipolar feel.
That's interesting. Is there like a survey you could take?
If anyone asks me, they don't care that much anymore. I do get on here and I say, hey, I'll do it. Let me get paid for room and board and I will be y'all's guinea pig. I'll tell y'all I've been on this stuff off and on my whole life. And then they hire young girls that have maybe done less harm on their body or that might wake up on time in the motel room. I don't know why they don't take me, but they don't.
Now, have you experienced any of this? More common side effects from Bupropion: anxiety, dry mouth, hyperventilation.
I drink your water in the car.
Irregular heartbeats, irritability, restlessness, shaking, trouble sleeping.
Oh.
Less common: buzzing or ringing in the ears, headache, skin rash, hives, or itching.
Oh, wow.
So I believe you have to take this every day, right?
Yeah, I take it every day.
All right. Now, this is rare.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to get into the incidents not known, but rare. So some people have experienced this.
We know what rare means, I think.
Confusion, fainting, false beliefs.
Do you mean confusion?
False beliefs that cannot be changed by facts, having extreme distrust of people, seeing, hearing, or feeling things that are not there, seizures, trouble concentrating.
I don't like you. Are we going to go ahead? Just say it. Just say it.
And this is from the Mayo Clinic, very regarded.
This is why I take pictures of the bugs.
Sought after.
This is why I take pictures and I show you when I see them, because you just gaslit me like there's not really bugs when we know that there is. I feel like I'm gonna show the
seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is a topic you.
I'm gonna show the fans the pictures I took, Taylor. That's not nice.
This is another video from the Mayo Clinic.
Oh no, don't do this to us. Come on.
Heard about this time of year. But what is it exactly? Is it a real medical condition, and can you do anything to alleviate
Be honest
the
and
symptoms
say that
of the
there's
disorder?
bugs.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kia Stagar with Mayo Clinic Health System. First off, seasonal affective disorder is a variation in mood related to the season.
And
it actually is considered a subtype of depression. It's important to point out there are actually two types of seasonal affective disorder.
Oh, wow.
Fall-winter onset and spring-summer onset. The one you most likely heard about is during the winter, with symptoms typically appearing in early fall to early winter and improving usually in the spring. Here are the symptoms of fall-winter seasonal affective disorder. Many are similar to depression and may include a change in mood, reduced energy levels, and changes in sleep. Typically, poor sleep. People with a SAD may also withdraw from people and activities that they enjoy.
I thought you were
they may also suffer aches and pains.
That's you.
Many notice an increase in appetite for food cravings like carbohydrates.
Oh my God,
and not surprising, many report weight gain. So how many people are we talking about? Estimates vary, but up to 10% of primary care patients will report symptoms to their doctors. For those with a known history of depression, the number is higher, roughly 15%.
I don't like her voice.
Seasonal affective disorder rates are higher in the northern states when compared to the southern states. One theory of what causes seasonal affective disorder has to do with light, or rather the lack of light during winter months. It's believed our body's circadian rhythm, or internal clock, can get out of balance during the winter months when there is less daylight.
Okay, well, what about the people that are retarded and don't know that that's going on? So, do they still have it? That'll tell you if it's real or not.
I didn't know what was going on. So I read about it.
No, I've tried to make you aware of it, and you're like, you're making stuff up. That's not real.
So you're saying during the winter months, we produce more melatonin?
I've been saying that it's a depression that people get like during these seasons. And it's a whole bunch of different things. Like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you why, but it's a thing. I think it's got a lot to do with the light. And it's got a lot to do with the vitamin D. It's got a lot to do with the older you get and you see that maybe Santa's not coming.
Also know that serotonin levels play a role in depression. Many people with SAD have a decrease in serotonin. It so happens there's a natural change in serotonin in our brains between winter and summer months. So if you're diagnosed with SAD, what can you do to feel better? Medications to increase serotonin is one option. Vitamin D supplements, regular exercise, especially aerobic, and good sleep hygiene can also help.
And that one year I didn't get it, I was in the water exercising. So, hey Siri, could you text Pops? Yeah, this
before going to bed,
hard to focus.
Eliminating long naps, and keeping regular sleeping and waking times. Another option is light therapy. Most patients with seasonal affective disorder or underlying depression or bipolar disease that worsen in the winter will respond well to increased light exposure. You may see benefits from walking outdoors every day for 30 minutes on a sunny day, or up to 2 hours on a cloudy day.
2 hours?
However, the reality is most of us do not have time to walk 2 hours a day.
Yeah?
And we work in office.
Dang.
She's on Adderall.
She is on it. She is bright-eyed and tippy-toed.
She hasn't blinked at all.
Helpful for many with SAD. And something I use myself. When looking for a light box, check for a lux rating. Look for one that is 10,000 lux. You only need to use the lamp for 30 to 60 minutes in the morning. If you use it too long, it can actually make it harder for you to fall asleep. It's important to use the light shortly after awakening and around the same time each day.
Just put me in the fucking tanning bed,
the light too close to your face or stare directly into the light, and always follow the manufacturer's instructions. I use my light box every day in the morning, and yes, I work in a windowless office. Typically, many people see improvement in their symptoms in just 1 to 4 weeks with consistent light use. There are many models and sizes of these lamps,
so take the time to
research and find the one that's best for you. Finally, for those of you who have a hard time getting up during the dark winter mornings, a dawn simulator is another item you may want to check out.
What is that?
A dawn simulator is an alarm clock with a light that gets progressively brighter 30 to 60 minutes before the alarm goes off. Just like a light box, there are many different styles available on the market. If your symptoms persist or worsen,
to drain our
please
bank
contact
account.
your primary care provider and talk to them openly about your concerns.
The only way you can get it is if you
they
put
can
in your
help create a
card.
plan to make the long winter months a little bit brighter.
I'm sure she's got good intentions, but
I guarantee you, if you go to your primary care with this stuff, say I have seasonal depressive disorder,
they will say, "How do you know?" No, the first thing actually they're going to say, trust me, well, we're not going to give out any narcotics. Am I lying? Don't the first thing they say is that always. I could go in and say, man, I've had a terrible headache. I don't need you to prescribe me anything. Well, we're not here to give out any narcotics. That's what they say every time.
I thought it would be easier for them to just prescribe it.
That's what you would think.
I thought they just hand them out like candy.
Keep up. They don't do that anymore.
But they did with Oxycontin. Should we talk about it? The painkiller show I've been watching.
Okay, but that was like 4 years ago. Yeah, everybody lost their license and got sued. And, I mean, did you fast forward to the end yet?
I finished it.
Okay, none of that is real time. Like, I could not go and get on, I couldn't find no pain pills probably if I wanted to, and except on the street.
Because you're red carded?
Because
what's the word, flagged?
Red flag.
You're flagged.
No, not even. It's because it's hard to get. Like, I had mouth surgery, okay? They drilled screws into the gums of my head. Okay? And I left with Motrin. That should be against the law.
I had my wisdom teeth removed.
That was his surgery. And they gave you a lot of Percocet, right? Or Vicodin, or one of them.
I think it was Vicodin.
Yeah. Yep, so, those were the days.
Bupropion, as well as Zoloft and Prozac, could be prescribed for this
What illness. About Celexa?
What is that?
I don't know the other word for it, but if we could look at that, Celexa.
I don't know how to spell that.
Celexa.
Celexa.
Assaulting or attacking others. What is that?
Where do you see
assaulting
that?
Or attacking others, being aggressive.
This is incidents not known, but could be possible, I guess. Actions that are out of control, anger, assaulting, or attacking others.
Sweating.
Being aggressive or impulsive.
Sweating.
This one just says fast or pounding heartbeat, force.
Irritability to sit still.
Talking,
no,
feeling,
it doesn't say irritability. It says inability to sit still.
Acting with excitement.
Sweating, I keep saying.
These two were just the most concerning ones, I think.
Fainting.
These.
Have extreme distrust of people.
And false beliefs that cannot be changed by facts.
Well, I don't know. What's an example? Let's do an example. Like, what would that look like to you?
How do you spell Celexa?
Celexa.
Celexa Lexapro, I'm guessing it's
escitalopram, without talking about its partner drug, citalopram or Celexa. So in this video, we're going to talk about the differences between citalopram or Celexa and escitalopram or Lexapro. We're going to talk about how they work, what they're used for, the common side effects, some considerations to keep in mind, and my final thoughts. So, without further ado, here we go.
I'm over her.
Didn't you want to learn about it?
I mean, you can tell me all
such
I
as
know.
premenstrual dysphoric
That's what I have.
Well, Celexa or citalopram was FDA approved in 1998, and Lexapro or escitalopram was FDA approved in 2002. Both of them are FDA approved for major depressive disorder. However, Lexapro or escitalopram is approved for major depressive disorder in ages 12 and older and is also FDA approved for generalized anxiety disorder. However, both can be used off-label to treat a variety of anxiety and depressive disorders, such as premenstrual dysphoric disorder, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and social anxiety disorder. And so, what are the common side effects? Well, the common side effects are very similar for both.
Have you been on both?
Mm-hmm. But
citalopram and escitalopram. And those common side effects are headache, nausea, vomiting, increased sweating, drowsiness, insomnia, and dry mouth. However, with Celexa or citalopram, because of those antihistamine effects with that R component or R isomer of that medication, you're going to see more sedation versus insomnia with citalopram and dry mouth. As far as weight is concerned, both are considered weight neutral. And I'd like to also mention that when medications...
I can't trust her.
Because Lexapro, I think, is weight gain.
She is, and the only thing that was approved for not, because since I had the fat surgery, they really extensively looked into it, was this new drug. Oh, maybe you should look up Latuda. Latuda is the newer one, and it will not make you gain weight. But my insurance didn't cover it, so they gave me this other stuff that I think has made me...
Maybe it's sad.
Maybe it is sad.
Seasonal affective disorder.
I feel like sometimes I'm up for a couple days. Sometimes I'm very tired. So you're done with her already? She wasn't trustworthy.
You said turn it off.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that had nothing to do with our seasonal affective disorder.
You're right. So 10% that's watching us might have seasonal depression disorder. And I don't want you to run to your pharmacy and get pills, but you can go on long walks. What else do I like to do?
Get the sun.
Yoga. Buy that big light, but don't stare directly at it.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. You didn't give me any vitamin D.
Recommend not just hopping on Zoloft or Prozac.
No good, unless your hair's falling out. That is a good hair growth. My friend had no hair. She had a bad perm and all of her hair fell out. And I'll never forget. They're like, Amanda takes it. She's a bitch. And I won't say her name, takes it because she lost her hair. Kids are asses.
So it's used for different things.
Right. Yep. Like that one fat medicine that all of the...
Ozempic.
I can't remember all of the elite
Ozempic. They pin their stomach.
They what?
They pin their stomach.
To make it look smaller?
It's like a shot you put in your stomach, makes you not eat. It's for diabetic.
Isn't that what you gave me?
You might have been on it for a little bit. I think it made you nauseous or something.
You think it made me nauseous? Like, lightly? That was the worst thing I ever did. I couldn't even hold down water. I lost weight, though.
That's what it's...
But the pharmacist told me, he was my friend, he's not around anymore, But he told me, he was like, Amanda, I don't got a good feeling about this. Didn't they tell you, Like, it was just FDA cleared to give to people like me that wasn't diabetic, but, wanted to lose weight. Now I take phentermine to lose weight. I need to pick it up. I haven't had it, but I take phentermine, 37 milligram. And maybe mixing that is something to look into. Always watch what you're mixing, guys. Your brain and your body is all differently chemically made up, right, Tay?
Yeah, we're all different.
All different.
It's just different.
Just so different.
Just different. All right, well, we'll see y'all next week. This has been episode 67. Like, comment, and subscribe.
I didn't give them my Liberty Life.
Liberty Life 35 on TikTok, Instagram. Don't go on there being inappropriate. We got the verse of the day.
Oh, yeah. Please don't. Actually, don't just edit that out. Don't do that. They keep telling me what they're doing to themselves.
The Lord will work out his plans for my life. Psalm 138:8.
That was a good Bible song, huh?
What?
I didn't hear it. I'm saying, but when we were in church, they had a good new Bible song.
Yeah, that was a psalm.
Right.
Not a song.
A little eyes hang on. And he come down. He come down for the Lord. He's coming to save.
No, it's
Ezekiel. No, Zoo. No. Taxpayer.
It's
Oh man, that's gonna bother me.
all right.
No,
we'll
don't.
See y'all next week.
Don't do that. I want to tell them the song. Oh God, they're gonna hear it and be like, "Oh my gosh, I remember that." He was hiding in a tree, and the Lord said to him, "You come down. We're going to your house to play or pray."
H. I think it starts with H.
Ezekiel.
No.
Hey, Zacchaeus! Zacchaeus, I told you I'd remember. Bye, guys.
I don't think that's it.
It was too. Zacchaeus.